Hello everybody, this is Pam at the Paper Outpost and Sunny. Hi everybody. I'm so excited I can't wait to tell you Mom has something new to show you. Check it out. Okay, thank you, son. All right, so it is almost the beginning of the month. These are March's Digikits, and I have a little twist to them this time. Okay, so I made some things. I'm going to show you some examples of how you can use them, but I'm going to show you the kits. There are 5 kits this month. And first of all, we're going to start off with something a little bit different. This is called Dragonfly Garden. And what these are, I created these are lighter, paler, softer pages that can be used as signature pages in your junk journal, so that they're light enough so that you can write on them, but they're still beautiful background pages. So, and they come in many different, there's 5 different images in each set, and you can print them on the back and front of your papers. So this is Dragonfly Garden. I'll just show you the different images that you get with Dragonfly Garden. So it's a pink and soft green, pale yellow colors in this one. It's really pretty images on a wooden background, different wooden backgrounds. And you can use these for so many things, but one of the easiest things is just to fold them in half and use them as the signature pages in your book. So if you have a color printer at home, you can do this. If you have a black and white printer, you can also get nice black and white images by doing this. So you're going to see these 5 pages, and what I've done is I put them in my printer, and then I took them out and I ran them through again, so I got the backs as well. But I'll show you a trick if you're not quite sure how to run your papers through again. I've got a little trick for you with that. Okay, so these are all the images that you're seeing. There you go. So this is a nighttime tree with the moon. Very pretty, very pretty. And so that is called Butterfly Garden. And I'm going to make some distinctions between these and the regular Digikit, so you can tell when you're purchasing what is a traditional Digikit and what is more of a background page or something like that. Okay, like a signature page. So that is Dragonfly Garden. Okay, did I call it Butterfly Garden? This is Dragonfly Garden. And pardon me, dragonflies, if I just called you a butterfly. Why am I thinking butterfly? Oh, because guess what? The next one is called Butterfly Oasis, and this is also a set of softer images, lighter images, paler images that can be used easily for signature pages or for many other things, but you're only limited to your imagination. But this is based primarily in blues and greens tones, teals, aquas, sea foam, that type of thing. So this one, I think I did this. You can either print different images on either side or the same image. And apparently I did the same image on these, so you can get an idea. There's 5 unique images in Butterfly Oasis. And I thought this might give I know not everybody does coffee dyed paper, things like that, and that might be expensive to buy if you're buying it from somebody else. But if you have a printer and you want to, this doesn't take up a lot of ink either. This is very ink friendly because they're soft images. Just beautiful. And I'm going to show you some tips and tricks on how to use these as well. I'm going to show you where this little border around the edge can become your friend. You may have different settings on your printer where you can have it expand to the whole page or fit to page. Many printers will give you this white border. You can either ink that border up or you can cut it off, but let me show you a little tip and a trick doing so. Okay, let me show you the others. Here we have the next one is Mushroom Mystique. Yes, Mushroom Mystique. These are gorgeous vintage images. Well, let me shrink it down a little bit. Of mushroom and fungi illustrations that are just so lovely. If you love vintage and antique images, let me back up a little bit more. Whoop, not that much. There would be good. Okay, so these I put on their side. You can use them for large journal cards or journal tags or side pockets or tucks, all sorts of fun things. Bookmarks. And I put them in as lots of different sizes for you, so you would have some variety. And maybe get your little imaginative cookers going so you can make different things. These make cute little page tabs. You can also use these. These are about the size of a cigarette card or a little tea card. You can put those in little bags or little pockets and things like that. They're very cute. Little shelves in your junk journal. So just gorgeous imagery. All right, so there we go. We have that. Turn on one more light here. Okay, there we go. And so that is, just so you know the name of it, Mushroom Mystique. Not to be confused with Mushrooms Vintage or Mushrooms of Antiquity. So you might see different things out there. Now remember, if you don't have a printer, I do have a print and mail service. And what you do is you purchase the print and mail option, and then magically, then you send me via Etsy message or send it to my email a list of 10 names of Digikits that you want me to print out for you. I do them in batches of 10, and I will print them out on this nice lightweight cardstock, okay? And that makes it very easy to cut these out and use them for pockets or tucks or journal tags or journal cards, things like that, because they're a little bit sturdy. You don't have to back them. Okay, so what I would also like to mention, okay, let's look at Ladies of Mystery. Okay, very beautiful image. Let me take it closer to you. Okay, just gorgeous images, lovely, very feminine, very intriguing mystique of these ladies. There's so much going on here. A picture is worth 1,000 words. They're all just beautiful images, and I thought you might like to enjoy some of these in your junk journals. They're sassy, they're brassy, they're fun, and just lovely. I can't get enough of these images. They're just so beautiful. All different sizes again for you to play with, to make different things out of. You can use them for covers. You can use them to make booklets. And I'll show you some fun examples. So I hope you're having a dandy fun sort of day. There we go. I think that's the last one. This is Ladies of Mystery. Yes. Wasn't quite sure what to call these lovely ladies, so I called them Ladies of Mystery. There you go. Okay. Not to be confused with mystical maidens or medieval and magical, just so you know. And the price is the same. Okay, so there you go. Wildflowers of Britain. These are gorgeous, gorgeous antique images. These are very, very old. And people who were so skilled and talent was so robust. It's mind-boggling, because when you're somebody who's trying to learn how to draw and paint, I'm always literally gobsmacked at the gorgeosity of it all. Yes, they're just beautiful, and these are easy to work with. They make gorgeous little additions. You can just so many things, and I'll show you what we can do with these. These are all different images, and then there is a page of bigger ones in case you wanted to have some bigger ones, and I'll show you some options. So this is Wildflowers of Britain. Very beautiful imagery. Back that up just a little bit. Okay, so those are the kits. Again, just so you can see their names, and then I'll show you what we're making. We have Wildflowers of Britain. Whoops, that's part of Wildflowers here. We have Ladies of Mystery, and we have Mushroom Mystique, and then we have Dragonfly Garden. And who's this? Where'd they go? Butterfly Oasis is here somewhere. Maybe this is Butterfly Oasis, but this is Butterfly Oasis. Hello, everybody. This is Butterfly Oasis. Where's the name? Don't know. Oh, here. There we go. Butterfly Oasis. That's right. I didn't write it on those. Ah, silly goose. Silly goose. Okay, so want some inspiration on what you can do with these? Come and take a peek. I just made a few fun things that kind of get your inspiration started. But with the Dragonfly Garden, which is the signature pages, I made these fun little things. Let me go a little closer for you. All right, so I made, this is a little journal card. I did the tube design, so I wrapped a piece of some kind of like a manila folder thickness, and I sewed around, did a little bit of stamping on it just for fun, and add a little tuft at the top. I guess that officially makes it I don't know if that makes it a journal tag. Maybe the corners have to be officially cut to be a journal tag. I don't know. But they can be written on because the color is a very light wash color, but they do make beautiful background images for your junk journals. And here is another one, done the same. in same style, but I used a zigzag, a rubber stamp on this one, and just kept it very plain and simple. And the whole idea with these is, if you don't want a lot of muss and fuss, this is a nice option. Let's say you don't want to do the coffee dyeing, avocado dyeing, all that type of thing. This is going to give you something you can play with instantly, put it to work, have fun, and then go have a tea and a crumpet. You know what I mean? Life can be good. This is a little handmade stationery out of the Dragonfly series, the Dragonfly Garden. And I turned this into a little envelope, one of the pages, and I kept the border on the page, and then I inked it, okay? And then I took the inside one and I trimmed it. I took the border off basically, and this is the paper you can write on. So it's a nice little stationery set that you can create at home very easily. And I just put a little bit of lace, a little bit of bling on there for some fun, but the paper is pretty enough to hold its own. And there you go, you have a nice little stationery set. Very fun, very easy to make. So there are other things that you can do with these other than just signature pages. I just wanted to show you some options like journal cards and stationery. And we're going to keep going with the options. They're just going to keep coming at you left and right, left and right. Okay, so here we have, let me show you this one first. This is a little junk journal that I made. And what I did was I took Butterfly Oasis, and it's the primary one in here. I did cut out a solitary butterfly from Butterfly Oasis, and I used it as a standalone here on the front. I also added some other butterflies and some rubber stamping and a little bit of stickles, you know me, and the back. These are rub-on stickers if you've ever come across those. Here's another butterfly from the Butterfly Oasis signature collection. And also another rubber stamp down here. So when you open this up, I used one of the pages from Butterfly Oasis to be the inside cover. So what I did was I took a piece of copy paper and I printed out one side. And what I want to show you in here is, what if, here's the trick, what if you didn't print them out on both sides? What if you just printed them all out on one side? What could you still do? Well, number one, you can cut out some images, so we could find it, and use them as standalones in your junk journal any way you like I did here and here. But you can also use them as your base for your inside cover, which is what I did here. Then on the face of it, what I did was I took some strips of interesting looking paper and glued them all down, and then I took a few rounds with the sewing machine to tack it all down and across to give it a nice tack, and that made a very nice cover. It was very easy and very quick and very fun. And here I put a nice piece of music paper for somebody to find. But as I went through here, the pages were you would have a pretty page and then you open it up and it would be white, which is fine. But if you don't want to have the white paper and you only printed them on one page, you can glue the pages together. That's right, you just come in here and you make a U shape and you glue it together, or you can make pockets, and I'll show you how we did that. The big we of it all. So you're going to have some pretty pages to, all these are writable, you can write on them. Now here's the first pocket, so I glued it here. And I glued it here to glue the two colored pages together, and then the white pages are on the inside. See, it's white in there. Okay, so now here I took one of the wildflowers from Britain, and I made a little booklet. So the images were right beside each other on the page, so I just left them connected. And I made that my cover of this little booklet. I lined the inside with some beautiful scrappage, and I had this old stamp book. I took several pages out of it, and I just trimmed them all up so they would all fit in here. I know it's probably got about 10 or 15, maybe 20 pages in here. And sewed it across the top, and then adhered the last page to the inside of that. Strung a little green sash on it, put some bling on her just for fun. And now she can live very happily in pocket number one. And you can tuck the whole thing in. You can tuck halves of things in. That will work too. If you want to have something showing on the outside, you can totally do that. And so you're going to have lots of ways you can present your items and your goodies. Here's a couple decorated pages. They're both different. In here, I put a very simple Actually, oh, yeah, nope, nope, okay, there we go. I put a nice little, this is another one, this is one of the bigger ones from the Wildflowers of Britain. Just a little bit of lace at the top, a little bit of trim. I lightly inked the edges to give it that almost that photograph look with the little corners. And then I just put a little bit of washi tape where the staple was. And now that's a beautiful little journal card. And that can be tucked into any one of these pockets, or you can clip it onto a page if you don't want to do the pockets. And here I used one of the mushrooms. Okay, what's the name? Mushroom Mystique. There you go. Mushroom Mystique. Got to remember my own names here. And glued it in an L shape, and now this can hold all sorts of wonderful items. And I just chose to put some very old postcards in there for fun. Postcards. These are envelopes. Hello, these are envelopes. Yes, there we go. And again, you can still write over all of this in here in this pocket. Oh, not yet, not yet. Settle down. And here's the middle spread, which is a very pretty spread. I just like that one, so I thought it'd be nice across the way. Here's another one from the Mushrooms of Antiquity, and I made a little L-shaped pocket, and I just put a very old 1845 receipt in here. I love that one. It's one of my favorite pieces of paper. Okay, and then going on along, I did another little mushroom card with a little lace, cream lace topper. Left it blank on the back so somebody could write their thoughts and wishes. So these are very simple concepts that you can do. You could make a recipe book like this, or gift ideas for someone else. Here's a removable. Here's an example. I didn't stick it in the pocket. I just paper clipped it on. And you can totally do that too. Say if you print both sides, you don't need to stick everything in those pockets. And here we go. We have this one. This is another one with a little leaf trim on the top. Very fun, very cute. So just giving you ideas of what you can do as you're meandering through your books. And I just put a little white crocheted trim on the edge of this one. And on this side is the very back page, another big pocket from the Mushroom Mystique collection. And this is some handmade paper that I purchased somewhere along the way. And I thought that might be a nice addition in there. And I have one more thing to show you, and here's the back. So these are fun. These are completely perfect junk journals on their own, or you can marry them with another one, layer them on top, make them a little collection or your own bundle to give somebody, that type of thing. So we have these that maybe you might want to do something like this, just add a whole bunch of things together for fun and make a nice bundle like that. Wouldn't that be beautiful? So the last item I made was using the Ladies of Mystery, and these lovely ladies I took a book page and I did some pretty scissor cutting here and inked a little bit and sewed down the sides to make a very easy booklet. And there's a double pocket here. There's a pocket in front where I stored these lovely ladies. I just love all these images. They're very pretty. They stand alone. You really don't need to do anything to them, but you can. You could decorate them up with stickles or whatever you like, but they're so pretty that they're just gorgeous the way they are. And then in the very back pocket, the bigger pocket, somebody gifted me this gorgeous hand crocheted napkin, or hanky. So I thought that might be a nice little different surprise. You know, you never know what you're going to find in a junk journal. It could be anything. It could absolutely be anything. I just ran around with some stickles here to give it a little bit of decoration. Very easy to do, very fun. So if you want to have some fun that's not too complicated, but you still get very beautiful things done when you're all finished, this might be your ticket. So here's the examples of what we made. And again, here are the tickets. The Butterfly Oasis and the Dragonfly Garden are the signature page ones, the lighter ones. And then we have the classic ones, Mushroom Mystique and Ladies of Mystery. And we have Wildflowers of Britain. So there you go, folks. I hope you enjoyed taking a look at these. I had a lot of fun making these and creating things for you guys to see and give you some ideas. And I hope you enjoyed this. So everybody, please take care. If you have not, make sure you sign up for my free monthly emailed newsletter, because you get a free digital image emailed to you every month. That's right. And it's absolutely free. You also get a checklist of supplies for junk journal makers, a note from the bookmaker, which explains what a junk journal is and how to use it. And it comes in PDF or Word document documentation format. You can change the font, the wording, the style, or use it as is in your artwork. My videos, they come out Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, 7 a.m. Eastern Time. And my podcasts, they come out Tuesdays and Thursdays. And I have an Etsy shop where you're going to find occasional journals I have for sale, or journal bundles. I have FUNDLEs, which are collections of old paper, interesting paper, ledger, postcards, checks, receipts, interesting book pages, vintage book pages, and also hand-dyed papers, and a whole bunch more. And it's really a wonderful way to feel history in your hand if you've never had that experience. So I also, in my Etsy shop, I have the print and mail service, regular Digikits, which you can print and download at home. And each of those have 5 pages in them, and they're full of gorgeous images. And there's lots of different themes, so feel free to check them out. Lots going on there. I also have a merchandise shop. Hey, I have, if you would like a t-shirt or a sweatshirt or a cup or a tote or something like that, a zipped hoodie with Create with Reckless Abandon or the Paper Outpost on it, I have a place that you can purchase those. These are all located in the links in the drop-down description box below. If you're on your phone, just touch the title. That should launch the description box for you. And if you had value and had some fun, please like, subscribe, and share. And remember, most of all, that fun can be simple. And create with reckless abandon, everybody. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.